Hello, Flosstube. I'm Heather. Link is my homeboy. Today is Friday, April 23rd, 2021, and this is Flosstube number 37. Thank you for joining me. If you are new here, welcome. This is a channel where I talk about cross stitch, a little bit of life updates, but for the most part, cross stitch. I'm not really a multi-crafter, as it were. So if you're a returning viewer, then thank you for coming back. I appreciate you sticking around and returning to view my videos. So, been about 2 weeks since my last update, and I've got a little bit of everything to show you. So, first, life updates. So, I was remiss in not mentioning that my husband has been doing some renovations to our home. Mostly cosmetic type stuff. We painted the garage door, and by we I mean him. I haven't done anything except like take care of the kids so he can do this stuff. But we've replaced the storm door for the front and the back. We've painted the garage door. There was some like pillars and I don't know, railings, I guess, around our front porch that we removed and have since replaced with just one single post to hold up the roof. And that got painted. He bought some shutters which they're false shutters. They're just for looks. Bought some shutters that matches all of that. Took out the deck in our backyard. So we had a wooden deck in the backyard, and I don't know who put it in. I don't know if it was the previous owners or the owners before them, but the deck was done. It was in great disrepair, first of all. But second of all, it was built with nails. No, you don't build decks with nails. That's why they have deck screws. But we were originally going to replace it, and then we just decided there's a concrete step under it that you can step on right outside the door, and they just built the deck over that. So we just took the deck out, and we'll put in like a paver patio or something just outside the door so we have a place to sit. So we saved some money, especially since lumber is like way expensive right now for whatever reason. I think that might be all he's done. I can't think of anything else. I know we have plans for some other stuff, but it just hasn't gotten done yet. So thank you to my husband for sprucing up our house. Better curb appeal or whatever buzzwords they want on HGTV. So, I think that's it as far as life is concerned. So let's get into the stitching. Like I said, I have a little bit of everything to show you today. So including an FFO. If you are new here or new to cross stitch, we do enjoy our acronyms, and we like jargon. So FFO stands for fully finished object or finally finished object. If you're me, where you take a finished cross stitch, you're done with the stitching, and you turn it into something that you can hang on your wall or display, like the stuff behind me. So this was a finish from a long time ago. I don't remember exactly when I finished it. I'd have to go back and look. I want to say it was January of last year, maybe January of 2020. It was started for my birthday Sal means stitch along, by the way. Either 2018 or 2019. I honestly can't remember. I should have looked this stuff up before I decided to start talking about it. But anyway, I had been to Goodwill a couple of times recently, and I found a frame that was just absolutely perfect for my black pearl. Now, I say perfect, but I actually did have to change some of these beads down here because it was like one row of beads too wide. But I was like, you know what? That's fine. I'll take some beads out. I'll redo them. And I actually like how I did the beads down here better than before. If I remember, I'll insert a picture here of what it looked like before. And then there's the new beadwork. But yeah, found this at Goodwill, you know, long skinny frame. And I just thought, you know, that's going to let the piece shine. It's going to let her hair, like, I love the purple hair conversion. Just, I love it. And yeah, there's no glass here. So, because beads. And because this is like a picture frame, but I spent like $2 on it. So, not upset about that. And she's finally, like, I had to take her off the wall because I had put her on the wall. But yeah, she's finally on my wall. So exciting. And then I do have one FO, if you will, finished object. It is my April installment of the Joyful World Cell from Snowflower Diaries. And I'm doing all of these separately so that I can like change them out and display them as like a calendar. And I'm doing them without the borders. And I'm pretty much not using any called for colors. Sometimes I might, like a DMC, like a white or a black or something, but for the most part, I'm just kind of diving into my stash and picking fancies and things. And this is done on a 20 count Ada in, I think blush is the color. It's a pink. You can't really tell, but it is pink, I promise. See, like if I put a piece of white paper behind it, you might kind of see it. So yeah. That's a finish. Yay. So that is January, February, March, and April that I have finished. Which I'm not in too big of a hurry. I just want them done by the end of the year so that I can start displaying them next year. I'm not trying to catch up and start displaying them this year. So. And then I worked on, besides new starts and a finish, I really only worked on 2 of my whips. And the first one is, and I forgot to grab the cover photo. I'll just insert a picture here. It's called the Antique Celtic Sampler from Elizabeth's Needleworks Designs. And I keep forgetting my camera's over here. Story of my life. So that's where I got. Since you guys saw it last, again, I don't necessarily know. I'm pretty sure this and this and this and this, or maybe I had worked on it before last video. I don't know. And I goofed when I started doing the word monsters. It's supposed to be in this same blue that's up here, and instead I used this like this purple color, which I'm not mad about. And this is done on 32 count Lugana in Gilded from Mystic Fabrics. It was a fabric of the month last year, but it's also available on her website. And I try to remember to link all the shops and designers and everything and patterns down below. But if I don't, and there's something that you are interested in finding out more information about, go ahead and leave me a comment. You can send me a message on Instagram. It's Link is my homeboy over there as well. I'm happy to answer any questions. I don't normally drink on camera, but the weather's been all funky here. We had snow last week. Earlier this week, we had snow, like on the ground, sticking on the ground snow. It is April. Stop it, Indiana. But so my throat's a little right now. But you're not here for all that, are you? Next up, I worked on Halloween Ouija, which was the Halloween Sal from 2020, I believe. I think it was 2020. And I am stitching this on 32 count Jobolin in Tombstone from Color and Cotton, which was in the 2019 Halloween box. And I actually just, maybe 30 minutes before I started recording, got this motif down here done. This was the Graveyard That Never Ended. And my needle minders, damn it. I'll figure those out later. But yeah, so it took me so long. We were so busy that it just took me more than a few days to get that done. But now that I have all of the small motifs done, that checks off a January WIP Go goal, which was to finish all the small motifs. And you're probably wondering, Heather, why did you not put the no and the yes up here? Because I'm not making it a Ouija board. I don't want a Ouija board in my house. So I'm going to, up there where it says yes and no, I'm going to put my initials and probably the date. That's probably what I'll end up doing, but I'm going to wait until I'm done with all of it before I fully decide. And then I'll be taking out the goodbye here. I'll be taking out the numbers, and then the letters here, I believe I'm going to put Happy Halloween. And then I can use those letters to chart the name and date. So yeah. And the center is another WIP Go goal. So whenever that gets called, or whenever I get a wild hair up my butt to work on it, then we'll get started on that big ass house. All right. I did have a couple of new starts as well. So I got April done for my Joyful World Sal. I started on June. I've skipped May for now. I needed June for a challenge group, something or other. I needed a bee skep, and the design has a bee skep in it. So I've got that tree there and the little bear. I'm working on him. And I'm doing this one on 20 count Ada in Purple Passion. And again, stash dive. So I think this, I like how the tree came out because I used a variegated. I think that's Week's chickpea. And I liked how the variegation came out. It looks like bark on a tree to me. So I'll get May started here soon, because I've kind of been like starting 1 or 2 per month. And I really wanted to have May and June done by the end of this month, but that didn't happen. So it's okay. I'll get them done when I get them done, I suppose. And then another new start. This is called Starlings from Owl Forest Embroidery. It is a freebie on their website. I will link it below. And I am doing this for my small, for the StitchCon Exchange. So, and this is on a piece of, I don't know if it's 28 or I want to say it's 28 count because of the size of the stitches. It was in a grab bag from Color and Cotton. And it's kind of like a purpley brown neutral kind of color. I think it's Jobelin. It's soft, so it seems like it's Jobelin. And again, this is just a stash dive. I don't know. But I'm going to stitch it again for me, because this is just a really sweet design. And I love how these colors are working out. I love them. I think the only one I did the call for was the actual birds, which is DMC 939, which is that really like dark navy, almost black. So need to get this finished. And I think I'm going to end up turning it into a mounted flat, or I might try my hand at a mounted flat fold, but I guess I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Let's go into my under 1,000 subs club. I usually like to do this at the beginning, but I forgot, and I just remembered because I was looking at my list, and let's go talk about that. So the under 1,000 subs club is the collaboration between Kerry and Stitches and Sarah of Our Stitching Kingdom and me, who we we wanted to try and start shouting out some of the smaller channels or, you know, who haven't hit that magic number of 1,000 subscribers. Because there's different perks associated with having 1,000 subscribers. You seem to pop up more on recommendations. You have your community tab, so you can type a little message to your subscribers if you're going to be late with the video, or if you want to take a poll on something. And then there's also monetization if you are interested in that. Like I said, I don't think any of us doing Flosstube are expecting to make bank on it, but a little extra money never hurt anybody, did it? So I would like to shout out today. I've got Mind My Needle, who is Sam down in New Zealand. She is a doll. I love her. She stitches a lot of various things. She's got full coverages. She's got kits. She's got Lizzie Kate's, Plum Street samplers. I mean, she's got all sorts of stuff that she's working on. And her videos are quick. She sticks to stitching. There's usually a little bit of life update in there, but it's in and out. So if you have a few minutes to watch, go check her out. And I also wanted to shout out Marissa of MKissa, or as she's known on Instagram, I believe it's MKissa Creations. She hasn't put a video out in a couple months, I think. January, end of January was her last video. So Marissa, can you put up another video, please? Thank you. But yeah, she lives in Maine in the United States, and she also stitches quite a bit of variations, or quite a bit of different things. And I know she's got a full coverage. She's got mirrors and kits, and I mean, just all sorts of stuff. I know she was talking about like a round robin she was doing with some friends recently, and I've always wanted to do a round robin. So if anybody's up for a round robin, let me know. But she's also a designer. And she's designed some pretty cute stuff. I will of course link both of them below. I will link everything that I've talked about below. But yeah, go check those ladies out. Give them a subscribe if you like them, and let them know I sent you. So, because we all of us like to know where our followers are coming from, just to know who's talking about us. Not in any sort of like negative way, of course, because, you know, publicity is always good, but we always like to know so we can give proper credit to those that have sent people our way too. Let's do plans first. Then I will go into haul. Okay, so plans. I will probably have another video out before the end of this month that actually goes over my Mania plans, because I have not set them in stone yet. I keep waffling on what I want to do. Originally I was saying that I wanted to do frosted pumpkin and do as many as would get me up to 50 whips. And then I got a little scared of that and was like, well, maybe I'll just do like do a couple of new starts or something like that. But then I was like, well, that's not enough, because this is going to be like the last Mania, the Stitch Mania, the Facebook group is open. So it's like, okay, well, I'll go back to my 50. And I keep waffling. So before the end of the month, I will put up another video with my finalized plans. Right now I am leaning towards a Stitch Sania, which is, Stephanie of Lindy Stitches. That's kind of her idea, where you set a goal during the week, and then if you meet that goal during the week, then on the weekend you get a start. So, I'm kind of debating that, but I'm also still debating just starting all the things. So I guess we'll see what I finally decide towards the end of the month, and I will record a special edition update and let y'all know. This next week I do need to get out 3 of my 4 zombie pieces because I got out Halloween Ouija and got stuck on finishing up that damn graveyard. And so I haven't stitched on any of the other ones, and I still need 400 stitches times 4. So I need 2,000 stitches in those before the end of the month. So yay. So that's where part of my plans are going. And I haven't really touched like most of my like monsters, or antique Celtic sampler. I call it monsters. I haven't really, that's the only one that's gotten called that I've touched. So, oops. But I'm just kind of going with the flow. I would also like to have my, my StitchCon Small for the exchange done by the end of this month. So there's some loose plans. Let's go with haul. So I don't have much like actual stitchy haul, as it were, but you already saw part of it, the frame for my black pearl. I went to Goodwill a couple of times and I got some frames and some finishing items, and I took a poll on Instagram to see if people wanted a separate video, since it's not like floss and fabrics and things like that, or if you guys preferred to add it to this video. The majority went with adding it to the video. So if you have no interest in this, that's fine. Peace out. Have a good day. Stay safe. But if you're here for the haul, then let's get into it. I've got it kind of in boxes and bags and stuff over here, so if there's like clatter and noise, I'm so sorry. Okay, so I found this wooden watering can. I think it's like a vase, but on one side it looks like it's like a faux birdhouse. It definitely needs some glue and some paint. This handle has seen better days. I'll probably lop this off of there and then turn it around and attach something there. And I was thinking I could use it as, like, I could put like a spring or a summer piece, or make it to where I could switch it out. And then, because, it's open at the top, stick some floral foam in there and make a few picks, or get some fake flowers or something like that and put them in there to display. So, but I only paid 99 cents for this, so I'm not too mad about the fact that I have to do a little bit of work to it. I also found this, what are they called? Honey dippers, honey drippers, whatever it's called. I'm going to take, I already have a plan for this one. So I'm going to take that frosted pumpkin bee chart. I'll insert a picture here. And I'm going to hang it off here and then just get a ribbon and it'll be a little wall hanging. I think it'll be adorable. And this thing, it's wood. It's a square. I don't know what it was for. I don't know what it's supposed to be for. But it was $1 and you don't leave square stuff behind, right? So there's that. I found 3 of these, and I know these aren't finishing objects, but I found 3 of these. What are these called? Flower frogs? Are these called flower frogs? And then the thing that goes in the center is a scissor frog, I think. So, and I don't know if this is like actual milk glass or not. But they've got some nice little designs on the side. These are baskets. I don't know. You probably can't see them all that well. My apologies. But yeah, I found 3 of these. And I grabbed them all. Then I found this little thing. This thing did have like wicker woven into it. It was like a 90s nightmare. But I thought this would be really cute. I could always weave some ribbon in there if I need to, or just use it as is and just put a couple little stitches on it, little pillows or something. And Another watering can. This one is it's supposed to look really rustic, but I think I'm gonna throw some paint thinner on it and spray it with some bright yellow, because we're getting ready to redo there was a bench out front of our house. We're getting ready to redo it, and it's one of those like iron with the wood slats, like a park bench type of deal. And I want to redo it in bright ass sunshine yellow. So I'll take a little bit of spray paint from that can and make that yellow. And I found this wire birdhouse display thing. I thought it'd be really cool to like hang some birds in here. My stitchy friend Sharon had given me an idea to like put a nest in here. So I don't have any like finalized ideas as far as what I'm going to do with this, but I do stitch a lot of birds. So let's put a bird on it. And then we go to the frames, and these are just the frames from the first trip. I'm gonna kind of leave the glass off to the side if I have, if it's not like attached and everything, because I don't want to drop it. So there was this. It's a rectangle. It's not quite square. I really like the detailing on this. I do not like the color. I don't like how bright gold it is, but I figure I could slap some paint on there and it'll be okay. Sorry, I got interrupted by children. So, but this one has got this like beading on the inside here, and it's like a brassy kind of silvery gold brushed color. Another one, I'm going to leave the glass off to the side here. This one, it's a square, so you don't leave square frames, right? And I really like the detail on this one. And for this one, I already have a stitch in mind. I want to do Lindy Stitch's Jackalopian Tapestry and put it in this one. So, which I haven't even kitted that one up yet. I have the pattern, but I haven't kitted it up or anything. So, in 17 years, when I'm finally ready to put that in there, it's got a frame. And this was my favorite frame that I picked up from my first Goodwill trip. And I had hoped that it would fit Birds to the Boughs. Unfortunately, it does not. But look at this thing. Wouldn't Birds to the Boughs just be absolutely perfect in there? God, I'm so upset. But I wasn't going to leave it behind. I'll find something else to put in here. So yeah. That detailing is just absolute perfection. So that was the first Goodwill trip to a Goodwill on my side of town. Oh, and for those of you that don't know, Goodwill is it's a thrift shop. I don't know if they're all over the United States or in other countries. So, but yeah, they are a thrift shop. I was donating some old toys and clothes and everything the other day, and I spent a little bit of time searching in there as well. Apologies, I'm going to clean this up because otherwise I won't have room to put my other stuff. Okay. So let's get all this out of the way. And Goodwill trip number 2. I went to one up on the northern side of town here, and I found this little easel thing. It did have greenery attached, which I already ripped off, and I'm going to take the glue off there and everything, and put something across the middle there. Or maybe paint it. I might paint it. We'll see. But it was $1, and I'm not going to leave something like this behind when, it costs like $7 at Michael's or whatever. And another square frame, which this one is like gold distressed. Is this the one that has like, no, it doesn't. Okay. So it's got like the brown distress in it. You know, I don't think I have a lot of square things. I could be wrong. I don't think I have a lot of square stuff, but I wasn't going to leave a good square frame behind. And again with a square frame. And this one is blue with some like brown accents and a floral border. And it had some sort of flower in the middle, but the mat was still good, so I'm going to keep it just in case I want to put something smaller and square in there. But yeah, that was a spectacular find as well. And then this was one of the ones I was hoping would fit Birds to the Boughs. I like the detailing on here. And it does fit Birds to the Boughs. However, I did find another one that would fit Birds to the Boughs, and I like it better. I'm going to take the glass out here, so bear with me. And this is the one that Birds to the Boughs will live in. So, I actually got Birds to the Boughs out. And I'll kind of hold it in here so you get an idea. So she'll be on the wall soon. So exciting. I'm so excited to finally have something. Obviously I need to iron this and get it laced and all that, but she'll be on the wall soon. I need to, these most recent acquisitions, I need to clean them up. They're still all dusty. I got the other ones cleaned up and everything, but those are all dusty. So yeah, that is it for me. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone continues to do well. I'm supposed to be getting my second vaccine on May 12th. So I'll still be fully vaccinated before StitchCon, because I'm going to StitchCon weekend A, and I still have that 2-week time frame after the vaccine to feel good about the decision to go. So masks are going to be required, social distancing and all that, but I'll feel much better being vaccinated myself. So I will see you again before the end of the month with my Mania, my May plans, whatever nonsense I decide to get into. And then I will see you for another regular update in a couple weeks. So have a wonderful day. Bye.